Hey guys, back in the shed and still sorting. So last week we were talking about these containers and what I needed to do to make them suitable, and that was basically I was going to start running the 3D printer and printing all these little the little bins. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been printing quite a lot of these little bins, as you'll see. So that's one of them. One of the containers that I've set up at the moment. Left some long bins in there for longer bolts and stuff. And then we've got all our smaller ones for nuts and washers and shorter bolts. So I'll show you what I've got over here. I'll bring it over. Maybe we'll make that the thumbnail. But yeah, here we have it. As you can see, I've been printing a whole bunch of those little bins. I can only print 9 at a time, and they take 5.5 hours to print each 9. Okay, so that's the finished product, the little bin with a hollowed out bottom, but they don't come off the printer like that. So we've got one there that's come off the printer, and we've had to put like some support material in there to finish it off, so it prints that way up, and the support material fills in that hollow section underneath. So there's a little bit of post-processing that has to be done, and that is, yeah, basically what I'll be doing now. So basically grab some little pliers, rip all the sides off, and then in the bottom what I got to do is they've got like a little bit of a wedge on this plier. Get it in like that and then rip it off like that. Now it does leave a little bit of extra stuff there, but you can just sort of run the pliers around it. It depends on, each one's a little bit different, you know. They don't all end up with extra material. You know, some of them come away clean, but yeah. So I'm going to be doing this for the next half an hour, I think. So I might just get into it, and then you guys can see what it looks like afterwards. But yeah, dig into the base. There we go, comes out clean. I don't think it matters too much how much you take out of the base, because it's just got to basically clip into the container. So yeah, alright, I'll get in and do this, and I'll come back to you after we're done. So much. Right, so we've done our little post-processing job, and we've got, I think it's 56 of these little containers there so far. That's not bad. Alright. Let's change some of these out. So we'll take this big 6 bin out of here. Back a few in there. So we'll take this one out to, what were we doing with that? Oh, that was odds and ends, little weird bolts. So I'll take that 4-banger out of there. Like that in there. Three more. Alright. That's not too bad. Next one. Right, so we're going to need a few more of those little containers, but we've got enough to do the boxes that we have so far for the sizes that we're looking at in terms of bolts and stuff. But now I need to get into some heavy duty sorting, and you guys definitely don't want to watch that because it is kind of boring, but it's got to be done. So I'm going to hook in, get it done, and I'll come back to you when we're at our next step. Right, so I've done a bunch of bolt sorting, so that's allowed me to clear off this table, which was covered in a lot of those bolt packets and stuff like that, plus a whole bunch of other junk. Mainly because when I built the plasma table, I used this table to lay everything out and organise everything and do all my stuff, except I left it out too long and it just accumulated more and more stuff on it, and it just became this big thing to try and manoeuvre around all the time. So now it's cleared off, I can break it down and put it aside. So the beauty of this table is it has 4 steel legs which can be undone. There are a couple boxes under here where we'll have to relocate, but yeah. We can remove the table legs and relocate the whole assembly, and then that clears up this area, which then I can at least bring in my wheelie trolley, which is outside collecting rain, bring it in here, start shuffling stuff off this bench, finding homes for it, because then I'll be able to get to the bench, and then move on from there. So it all helps. Anyway. Right, now we can get all this stuff off the floor, get this place kind of situated. Alright, starting with this random wiring. Put that in this bag where I've been collecting this stuff. So now that I've got a little space to wiggle, I can start to clear off this bench, which is one of the important jobs, I think. We need to have this bench cleared off so I can do stuff. It's kind of like being buried by an avalanche, you know. They reckon you got to start with small movements, you know, just creating space around you so you can, you know, displace other items and then claw your way out. That's how I feel at the moment, buried by an avalanche. So anyway, we've made a start off over into the side room, and now we have our containers to sort stuff in. There's a heap on this bench that needs to be sorted, so I can start transferring that into the sorting section, sort that stuff, and then there's obviously tool boxes and random tools and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so we've got the bench cleaned off, which is awesome. I've got that table stuck away over there against the wall. We'll drag that out at another time when we've got a big job on, but in the meantime we'll just have to make sure if it comes out and make sure it's clean so it can go back away again. But this table is cleared off, everything is sorted. Some of the boxes that were hovering around this area are also sorted, which, you know, it was good because it had the bench here, put the box on the bench, sort the stuff out, get rid of the box. So there's boxes of rubbish that have gone out. I'm going to have to do a rubbish run next week with Mum's Ute. Might have to do 2 runs because, yeah, I've got a fair bit piled up out there. So it's a good start. It's a solid start. Considering how cold it is outside, you know, it is 5 degrees outside. It is cold and windy, and yeah, it's not much fun. But sometimes you just got to push through. So the temptation is to just go back inside where it's nice and warm, but got to push through. So next move I want to make is so when the weather is better, it's not very nice outside at the moment, get the AU out so I can get the Volvo out to there at least, so then I can get in beside that, and then I've got this, there's like a dolly thing down here that bolts to the front of the Valiant. Once that I've got on the front of the Valiant, then the Valiant can move anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it'll give me swivel wheels on all 4 corners of the Valiant. and allow me to move the Valiant out. And then I can get into, I'll call it Siberia, out the back there, inside the shed, but in the back corner beside the Valiant, around the corner of the wall, there's this little area that's kind of, yeah, there's a couple boxes in there, but it's not fully utilised, and it could be utilised a lot better. And if we can get some into that area and store some stuff in there, probably long-term stuff, because it's not an easy area to get into, but get into there, and then down this side, get this fridge out of here, I think, because it just creates a bit of a drama getting down this way. And then I've got shelving and drawers and everything, which hardly any of that has anything in it. So again, it's somewhere where I can put stuff and utilise that area a lot better. So yeah, I have a plan. There is a plan up here. I am trying to make it happen. But yeah, if I can get that happening, then I can, you know, get stuff out of these main areas and not trip over stuff all the time. Although breaking down that table has been a great benefit, and now I can walk through here to the bench quite easily, and that is definitely a bonus. So I know a few of you are going through the same thing as well, and if you are, just keep pushing forward, even if it's little bits. It all helps, and that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Just push forward, make a move, and that way when things are a little bit warmer, I can get into heavy duty car stuff again, get this AU going. Well, it's going, but you know, going the way I want with the Barra ECU and all that stuff, and get it ready for racing when we have a track. That is the plan. I know it's not real exciting stuff at the moment, but I don't have much else for you at the moment. So yeah, the weather's shit. I've got to sort this out. I could probably go off and do adventures with Dad's ute, but you know, shit weather, and I have jobs here to do. So let's get those jobs done, even if it isn't exciting. And you know, what I really want to do, it's just got to be done, and this is the only time I have to do it. So anyway, we've made progress. It's been good progress, and hopefully we'll make more progress next week, and we will see you then on a future episode of Scotty's Garage.